Now, who should wake up and smell the coffee after this triumphant Rahul and Priyanka roadshow in Lucknow on Monday, the 11th of February? Did you say Prime Minister Modi, Amit Shah, Yogi Adityanath? That's too obvious. That's just too obvious. Actually, it should be Mayawati, who has already tied up a formidable alliance with Akhilesh Yadav's Samajwadi Party, but then she balked at pulling Congress into a Mahagathbandhan or grand coalition of all three of them. Her logic, and this logic applies before the Congress show of strength, may have been intelligent. With a weak leadership in Uttar Pradesh, the Congress could never convince its committed voters to transfer en bloc to her Bahujan Samaj Party BSP. Also, unlike the Congress and Samajwadi Party, Mayawati knows that it will be almost impossible to form a stable government in 2019 without her MPs. Now, whether that's an NDA-led or a UPA-led or actually even a federal front-led coalition, I mean, all three, she'll have a game in all three. At the very least, she could bargain for becoming, yes, the Deputy Prime Minister. But now, after an incipient Congress resurrection in UP, the mantle of Principal Modi vanquisher has passed on to Akhilesh Yadav, who perhaps understands better than Mayawati that an entirely new political chemistry is now possible. In fact, Akhilesh Yadav should immediately request his bua or aunt for, you know what, a chai pe charcha. You know, that's a conversation over tea. You know how iconic this political maneuver was made by Prime Minister Modi in 2014. And at that chai pe charcha, Akhilesh Yadav should make a PowerPoint presentation of the following 10 political facts. 1. 2014 was a black swan election, so we should not ignore the lessons of 2009 when Congress had won 21 seats ahead, mark that, ahead of BSP and BJP, but just a whisker behind Samajwadi Party, and they had a 20% vote share. Second point, Congress had recovered 6 percentage points, that's up from 7% to about 13% even before Priyanka's induction. Now, every vote count from the urban elections of 2017 or even the recent poll surveys, all of them show that Congress vote is at over 12 to 13% in UP. But after Priyanka has taken charge of East UP, this could conceivably swell right back to the 20% logged in 2009. So it's critical to read the chai patti, I come back to that, the chai patti, the tea leaves of the 2019 election all over again. PowerPoint number 3, Congress footprint in Awadh. Even in the decimation of 2014, yes, even in 2014, Congress got nearly 18% of the vote. Now, besides Rai Bareli and Amethi, they could be strong in Pratapgarh, Unnao, Barabanki, Faizabad and Kushinagar. Now, here's point number 4. Congress strength in 28 seats. Now, these are where it either won in 2009 or retained a 10 percentage points of the vote even in the face of Modi's tsunami in 2014. Now, in any fair negotiation, these pockets of Congress strength must be acknowledged rather than dismissed rudely. PowerPoint number 5, Congress had made big gains among Kurmis in 2009. Between 2007 to 2009, its biggest gains came from Kurmis, that's up about 22%. Remember, Congress can now showcase Bhupesh Baghel, its Kurmi Chief Minister of Chhattisgarh. Now, these things do matter in Indian politics. Point number 6. Congress had also won over several other voting blocks in 2009. Upper castes, they were up by 19%, Brahmins up by 13%, and 11% each among Muslims, non-Jatav scheduled castes and the Jats. Realistically, some of these gains could now revert under a strengthening Rahul and Priyanka dispensation. Point number 7. Muslim voters will rejoice at an SP plus BSP plus Congress coalition. Now, that 20% block alone could change the game. And once you add Dalits, Yadavs, Kurmis, upper castes, you are staring at a possible landslide. Point number 8. Women and young voters are very elastic. All evidence shows that these blocs are quite flexible about experimenting with new political formations as opposed to older male voters and supporters who are more fixed. Already, the woman turnout is higher than male voters in UP. So now Akhilesh could tell Mayawati, see what a four-face poster with you, Priyanka, Rahul and I. Just remember and imagine what that could do. Point number 9. India Today and See Voter polls predict BJP's annihilation. Both are showing a 50% plus vote share for the Mahagathbandhan in Uttar Pradesh, with the BJP trailing 10 to 15 percentage points behind. The India Today poll actually predicts a scintillating 75-5 tally in our favor. That's what Akhilesh could tell his Bua Mayawati. And finally, point number 10. An MP in hand is better than two in the bush. So finally, Bua, if Congress fights separately, both of us could win about 20 to 25 seats apiece. Remember, this is Akhilesh telling Mayawati. But if we give the Congress a respectable 22 odd seats to fight on, we will be assured of 30 seats each. Now, even before Mayawati raises her pet doubt about transfer of votes, Akhilesh Yadav should quickly convince her that voters always follow strong and winning leaders like her. And now that the Congress too has got Rahul and Priyanka, they will be able to tell their supporters, please vote for our partners because that's the same as voting for us. And this time, their supporters shall believe them. So now, finally, what will be Mayawati's response to this hard 10-point pitch by Akhilesh Yadav? That is a billion vote question.